Hi, my name's Janie, and this is what's left of my physical TBR. The most books I've ever had on my TBR was about like 12 to 15, and it would kind of make me anxious that I wasn't reading fast enough. I kind of felt like I needed to hurry up. I felt this pressure to keep up with everybody, which is crazy. And I made these kind of like loose rules for myself that I wouldn't buy a book until I had 10 books and under left. And now I only have 4, which I feel pretty good about. Technically I have 5 because I'm reading A Man Called Ove right now. I kind of see it like Lunchables, okay? Here's my crackers, here's my cheese, my meat, my random dessert, and then this is like the off-brand juice box that they give you. It's not the charcuterie board that you're gonna get at a wine tasting with all your girlies, you know? But you still have enough to have a good snack, and maybe you'll be hungry enough to eat again later, you know? I can still read the books that I want to read. I can still buy the books that I want to buy. It's just now I have a very curated version of that. I wanted to talk about the books that I have left and what I want to do when I eventually reach 0. So the first book I wanted to talk about is The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is the last book in the Mistborn trilogy. This book follows a girl named Vin, and she is a Mistborn. This is a fantasy world where people can consume different metals and then burn those metals to gain abilities, and Vin can burn all of them, hence the Mistborn title that she has. As to why it's here left on my TBR, I Googled a little too close to the sun when it came to this book. After finishing the second one, I went down a Reddit thread and spoiled a part of the ending for myself, and I am trying to forget. That's why it's on here. I'm just trying to make up for my sin. The next book I have left on my TBR is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. When I watch movies where the animal is the bad guy, okay? Think of like Jaws or Anaconda. I usually root for the animal because oftentimes in those movies, we are intruding upon them, you know, like leave them alone. And I thought that I would feel that way with this book because, you know, when I watched the movie Jurassic Park, I'm Team Dinosaur. About a year ago, I read 30 pages of this book-ish. The detail that it goes into, talking about the dinosaurs biting people and mortally wounding people and eating people was a lot for me. And I knew going into this book that it would be more horror-leaning than the movie itself, but like, honestly, with horror stuff, I just can't, okay? Whenever there's like a scary trailer for a movie on YouTube or whatever, like you click on a video and an ad pops up, I will take off my headphones so fast, you don't even know. I'll cover the screen, I lower the volume, and I just wait until it's over. I wait until the skip button pops up. This book has been left in my TBR because I'm trying to toughen up a little bit. And I'm trying to find a part of the year that I feel like I could read something like this. I'm thinking I might read it during the summer, like when everyone else is reading their like really cute summer romance books, their like Abby Jimenez stuff. I can be reading a book about dinosaurs eating people. Let's see if I'm Team Dinosaur by the end of it. I don't know. Okay, next is The Witcher, Sword of Destiny by Andrzej Sapkowski. So this is the second collection of short story books from Andrzej. I read the first one, The Last Wish, last year. I really enjoyed it. I bought this book at a bookstore that my family and I found in Hawaii. And I kind of got it as a souvenir because, I don't know, you go to an indie bookstore and you want to support them, you know what I mean? And I think the reason why I haven't read it yet is because it kind of has like the sentimental value, I think. I'm weird like that. I assign like meaning to things. And I just kind of feel like if I were to read this book, the vacation is over. Like, I know it doesn't make sense because the vacation was like a year ago, but I don't know, I just feel like if I read this, it's like, we're not in Hawaii anymore. I didn't mention what this book was about, I just realized. The Witcher series follows Geralt. He is this kind of like mutated monster hunter, and he's just trying to like make some coin by getting rid of like monsters and stuff that people often call demons. People call him like a mutant and a freak, and he kind of gets mistreated. And it's just him on his travels and stuff, and I want to get back into this world ASAP. It's just, you know, the sentimental value of it, I think, is my problem, my block. Okay, so for all the keen-eyed viewers out there, I'm sure you can tell what this last book is. This is Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. Okay, my problem with this book, it's not really a problem, but when a book is so popular, right, you have such an expectation for it. And because of that, I've been kind of avoiding reading this book. I kind of want to give it time for the hype to die down before I can read it. Really, I don't know what this book is about. I've been trying to avoid what it is. It's about Carl. He is, I believe, walking around somewhere trying to survive in some type of like arena type thing, and it's being televised, and there's a talking cat. I'm trying to stay as ignorant as possible about the plot of this book, just so I can be as surprised as possible. So I'm saving this book. I'm hoping that it is as good as people say it is, but at the same time, I want to be like just really fair and read it like it's any book that I picked up, you know? So, as I said, my ultimate goal with this is to get to 0. I feel that getting to 0 would just be super cool. I could feel really accomplished. But I can also just kind of see it as like a reset. I want to start branching out my reading taste and reading maybe some different genres and maybe reading some different authors, you know. I'm really excited to start hitting up some of the used bookstores in my area and go hunting for things and see what I find. I really want to read a classic novel for some reason. I don't know why, but I have an itch for something. I haven't read a classic novel since I was in high school. And I just kind of want to see, like, was the book really that boring, or was I just a 14-year-old who didn't care? You know what I mean? Something like The Great Gatsby, or, I don't know, The Portrait of Dorian Gray, or, I don't know, Metamorphosis. I want to just, like, broaden my horizons reading-wise, and I feel like when I get to 0, I can do that. And I think that's why having a small TBR is better, because you have that freedom to reset whenever you actually read through the last how many books you have. And I just think it's all like really exciting and really fun. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. How many books do you have left on your TBR? Let me know. It's okay if you have a lot, no shame here. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time.